In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most underused persuasion techniques, managing perception. In his best-selling book, Influence, The Power of Persuasion, Dr. Robert Cialdini introduced the principle of contrast. Now, whether we call it managing perception or the principle of contrast doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's about influencing how people accept your message. And that means the order in which you deliver your message is critical. In my first video in this series, I started by saying that what you say before your request can actually be more important than the request itself. And that's what I'm going to focus on now. I'm going to give you a powerful 3-step strategy for managing perception. This 3-step process is the result of 10 years of personal research and application. And step 1 is to discipline yourself to make sure that you ask for what you want last. Now, this is counterintuitive. Most people go into a situation with what they want at the front of their mind. And that's why we get it wrong, because people become defensive. For example, in sales psychology, there's a saying that a price out of place kills the sale. If you start with the price too early, despite the client's requests, it's going to become the sole focus. You shouldn't introduce the price until you've built the benefits or the desire for your product or service. So step 1 is simply to discipline yourself not to ask for what you want before you've created contrast. Step 2 in managing perception is to identify your target's pain points. Now, what are pain points? They can be personal or they can be generic. Typical pain points might be staff retention, employee engagement, shareholder communications, KPIs, revenue related. All of these are reasons why people make decisions. It's not just about the price. So if we can identify the pain point and we can develop a contrast strategy around that, it's going to be more effective. For example, somebody who's maybe working in the equity market, their pain point might be their dealerless position. Somebody who's the GM of a hotel or managing a retailer, their pain point might be getting traction on social media. These are examples of industry-specific pain points. Now, step 3 is to link up the pain point with your request. If you are suddenly addressing things such as staff retention or social media footprint, all of a sudden what you're asking for seems a lot more attractive than looking at the number. And that is the key to managing perception. If you'd like to learn more about business psychology, communication and influence, follow me on LinkedIn or subscribe to my YouTube channel.